shouldn't know. I got secrets.
Good morning, Stephanie Kammerman, the Stock Whisperer, here with today's Daily Dark Pool Whisper for October 15th. We are going to start with the biggest S&P ETF out there, the SPY. So we're going to be bullish above 297.50. That's a really key level. You can see there is nothing but air above there. However, we could retrace from here. You know, every time we get further away from the 4 EMA on this daily chart, the more it wants to pull back to it before making the next move. So bearish below 296.50 for a retracement trade. We're going to go to the E-minis. Bullish above 29.82, same exact kind of chart, and bearish below 29.66, except here I'm going to be bearish below the 4, and the retracement trade is down to the 8 EMA. Let's go to the Russell. IWM, we are going to be bullish above 150.50, and that is above this 50 simple moving average. You see this guy right here? Yeah. So that does move a little bit, so I would wait for a nice move just above it. All right, we're going to be bearish below 149. In this case, I'm going to be bearish below the 8. All right, bullish above that 50 simple moving average and bearish below here. For me, this is a no trading zone. Let's go to the QQQs. We are going to be bullish above 192.50. And then we're going to be bearish below 191 for a retracement trade down to the 4 EMA. We're going to skip on over to the oil futures. We had a lot of volume between 52.55 and 53.19. So bullish above 53.25. We just made that move. And I did send this out early this morning as soon as I was done. We're about 53.40 right now. Let me show you where we are. Yeah, so we're right over here right now. We could retrace, and this is the volume bar that I was looking at this morning. Okay, so I was bullish above right here, and you can see we just went above it. We could move on up to this pivot. I mean to this, yeah, pivot. Person's pivot. So 53.72. See how I wrote on my sheet retracement to the pivot? Yep, 53.72. That's what that means. That's going to be a brick wall of resistance. Sellers are going to be loaded to sell there if we do make our way up there. All right, so let's go to the gold futures. Yeah, gold, a lot of prints, no movement yet. Yep, it hasn't come yet, but it will. It always does, right? Bullish above 1504. We're still stuck in this golden wedgie. Yeah, you see this? We're still stuck. We really need to break out or break down. But we could just meander along here, going up, going down until we make the move. So patience. We're going to be bullish above 1504, bearish below 1495 for the gold futures. All right, let's go to the individual stocks because we have tons of earnings. I've been sending them out because there's been some movement. But on J&J, we're going to be bullish above 134. You can see on the daily chart, yeah, there is some resistance just up ahead here at 134.50, 134.39. We're going to be bearish, though, below 132.50. And up, we just came down and hit our first target. Almost, 131.77. Yep, we may hit it on this run down. Yeah, so it's, you know, we always wonder when they gap up during earnings, is it going to be a gap and go or a pop and drop scenario where we do come down? So there are two really good trades to take always. Watch this 15 exponential moving average on a 5-minute chart. Again, I know I talk about it a lot. This green, after the first 15 minutes on a 5-minute chart, if it cannot stay above it, it usually drops. Okay, or if it's a stock that drops, if it can't stay above it, it usually drops lower. But if it can, it'll usually retrace. So that's my favorite trend trade. Let's go to JP Morgan. So it looks like right now the banks, for the most part, are liking their earnings. Well, at least JP Morgan. We'll go through them individually. Yeah, but the question is, how are they going to close today? If they close strong, that's going to be bullish. But if they close in the red, that will be bearish. Let's just go with it. Bullish above 119.25 and bearish below 117.50 for a retracement trade. Let's go to Bank of America. Bank of America reports tomorrow, so be careful. Yep, don't hold this one overnight. Good for a day trade, though, of the stock. The options will probably be very expensive. Bullish above 29.60, bearish below 29.20 for BAC. Goldman Sachs, yeah, does not like its earnings right now. No, it started up and then came down. We'll see how it finishes. It's all about the finish. We do have this gap. Did they fill that in? Let's see, 201.32. Yes, they did. Look at that. They did the gap fill. So where are we going to go from here? Bullish above 205. That's a really major level. If it can climb back up again, that'll be key. But we've been bearish below 202.50. That's a major level. And right now, let's see, 201.72. Yeah, we just hit this target of mine. S2. It came down to the S2 level. So I would watch 201.50 from here. Yep. Bearish below that for another entry level. Yep. Let's see if it's going to hold there. There's nobody on the book. Oh, there's some guy on ARCA. And this is where I look to see if they're refreshing on the bid at that level. All right, but watch that. Let's go to AMD. AMD bullish above 31. This was a huge winner in the Java Pit trading room yesterday. Bullish above 31 today. That is a pretty big moving average right there, the 180. Yep, that purple line, we hit it right on the head and moved down. So, and that's a big moving average that is popular during earnings season, by the way. Yeah, the 180. The 90 and the 180. Oh, that's actually the 90. Yep. So 31 is a big level, bullish above, bearish below 30.50 for a retracement trade for AMD. Bed Bath & Beyond is still rocking and rolling even after this big move it had a couple days ago. So where is it going to go from here? Well, I want to be bullish above 13.12. Yeah, if it can, that's 13 1/8. If it can break above this 200, there's a good possibility it would go all the way up here to this VWAP on the daily chart. We'll see. It's got to break through this brick wall first. It tested it, pulled back, so now it could do a retest today. Bearish, though, below 1240 for a retracement trade. We do have this gap. A lot of times it'll do a gap fake out, pull down, then pull up again. So that's really just the trade down to the gap. Okay, NVIDIA is really hot this morning as well. And it is hitting the daily VWAP, this yellow line. Bullish above 191. Yep, if we break above that, you know, if you look at the weekly chart, yep, there's really no resistance above us here. So 191 key level, bearish below 189 for a retracement trade. Let's go to AFA. Also hot this morning. A lot of volume, bullish above 550 and bearish below 475. So really we have to break above here for this trade setup and bearish below the 4 EMA for a trade to the downside from here. And we're still going with the bank stocks. Let's go back to the banks. Citibank, bullish above 70.20. All right, if she can break above that, that'll be good, and bearish below 69. Yep, we came down there and bounced. So if we cannot hold there, that's going to be bearish. And one more. Wells Fargo. Bullish above 49.25 and bearish below 48.75, which we just this second went below. It's actually a pretty big spread here. We'll see if we, yeah. So watch how these guys close today. That's going to be really key. We could day trade them, have a lot of fun with them today, but it really is how they close. If they close strong, we'll go long. Weak, we'll go short. If they close as a doji, guess what? Indecision, we'll wait. Okay, we'll wait till we have that move, wait for some new fresh prints to come in, and then trade it from there. So until next time, happy trading, everybody.
No thinking, that's my secret.